Lena's feet rooted to the floor the moment she heard the words, "I can assist." She clutched the crumpled medical records to her chest, her fingers white with the force of her grip, and lifted her eyes to the man before her. Jason Cole stood 2 paces away, the afternoon sunlight slanting through the stairwell window to fall over his charcoal custom suit, outlining his broad, sharp shoulders, casting half his chiseled face in light, half in soft shadow. There was no disdain in his pale gray eyes, no mockery, not even the carefully feigned, patronizing sympathy the upper class so often showed the less fortunate. Only a calm, unpressured curiosity. But Lena's first reaction wasn't gratitude. It was to raise every last one of her defenses. In the year and a half prior, she'd learned the hard way how cold the world could be. When Tom had gotten sick, the friends who'd once called him brother had vanished without a trace. When they'd lost the lawsuit, even the pro bono lawyer who'd promised to fight for them until the end had shaken his head and walked away. When the loan sharks had hounded her, her neighbors had slammed their doors shut. Her supermarket manager had turned his back the moment harassment started. Even Martha had stopped taking her calls after the scam. She'd learned long ago that in New York City, no kindness came without a catch, especially kindness from a complete stranger, a man who clearly stood at the very top of the pyramid. She instinctively stepped back half a pace, her back pressing against the cold wall, like a cornered cub, battered and broken, yet still refusing to lower her guard. Her gaze flicked to the business card in his hand, the embossed gold foil lettering glinting coldly in the sunlight. The words Cole and Spencer Law Firm, name partner, pricked her heart like a tiny needle. Lawyer. That single word had been her worst nightmare for 3 years. In that insurance lawsuit all those years ago, a lawyer just like him, in a custom suit, at the top of a prestigious firm, had used flawless legal logic and razor-sharp contract clauses to snuff out Tom's last hope of survival. In her mind, these top-tier corporate lawyers were nothing but hired thugs for the rich, weapons for capital. They only cared about profit, not right or wrong, and would never show genuine kindness to a penniless single mother like her. "Thank you, sir." Lena took the pack of tissues, but didn't touch the business card. Her voice was still hoarse, thick with the aftermath of crying, yet deliberately distant, polite, and detached. "I'm fine. I was just upset about my child's illness, that's all. I'm sorry for disturbing you." She pulled out a tissue, gently wiping the remaining tears from her cheeks, and tucked the loose strands of hair back into her messy bun, tightening it neatly. Her movements were slow, with a stubborn, unshakable dignity. Even with the frayed cuffs of her coat, the faded knees of her jeans, the peeling toe of her canvas sneakers, completely out of place in this pristine environment, she refused to show even a hint of weakness. Jason watched her deliberately put distance between them, and raised an eyebrow, his interest only growing. He'd seen countless people throw themselves at him, businessmen on Wall Street begging for a connection, lawyers looking to ride his coattails to the top, men and women of every kind trying to get close to him. They'd scheme and manipulate just to get their hands on his business card, a single chance to reach him. But this woman, backed into a corner with nowhere to go, was actively turning down the olive branch he'd extended. He didn't pull his hand back, still holding the business card out, his tone even, no trace of annoyance at being rejected. "I'm a commercial litigator. I've been practicing in New York for 10 years. Whether it's a problem with medical resources, or any other trouble you've run into, I might be able to help."